buy. I'm a guy, I'm a member of I give me a fair Tony. Then I get into much you. Of course, I'm not going to. I can get that man no more Jafro. When I feel a buy what soon ago on if you much you. It's an aquane. I go. Yeah.
Oh, my work, come back on much as you to come by, I want to come. Yeah. Oh, a flows argument. Yeah. I help you. Yeah. Our flows argument, I help you. Yeah. Don't say I help you. Yeah. But I'm taking I help you. Yeah. That actually was I help you. Yeah. I feel you from by help you. Yeah. We love you, Jimmy. Yeah. No, go near here. Yeah. The one player, I help you. Yeah. Nine. Yeah. Nine. Yeah. Nine. Yeah. 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 I'm not young. Yeah. Oh, young. Yeah. 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 To trouble, she can love fresh and me to alarm lesser. Yeah. Ah, boy, and you. Yeah. Such a was an yeah. What of us you? Yeah. I glad they do. Yeah. They do lenta. Yeah. Yeah. What I tell them. Yeah. Yeah. Free you. Yeah. 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 Oh, can't so be a sort of more. You want to yeah. Shantantalo. Yeah. Shantantalo. Yeah. Na cola. Yeah. Na cola. Yeah. Oh, she look at them and down. Not first and that's for the die now. Yeah. Well, not for watching you know that can you home beef and not. Yeah. But what done. Yeah. 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 But man, you can be I'm not doing what internet does. Yeah. Yeah. I don't bet all the dress and I have one thing down. Yeah. Put up I have. Yeah. Come chamo go meve chapu di akwese. Yeah. Na ba wi ni. Yeah. Efe dododo. Yeah. They are habitual. Yeah. Many ba bo tu ehun, me bo tu odoba. Yeah. Aka tun ni. Yeah. Efe o mami. Yeah. Gbese Dzaase, amepe. Yeah. Ona mba wi. Yeah. Habitual. I'm a guy pepe. Yeah. Guy tuni. Yeah. Bitu enjo laba. Yeah. Atu enjo laba Gbese pe. Yeah. E ba han gana ma mu fin. Yeah. To amanya. Yeah. Go mu da bla go la mo. La go ya go ko bi fe. Na ye go ni jom ko ni pa ni aye go ni ko. Yeah. Da do go ka ko na ka ni na se ya. Yeah. To amanya. Yeah. Webe oku ijo. Numo ne atola ni numo ya funu. Eche no ni apeno manje ni teko ni ama ojima ni teko ojima kenkremu je no mo ta sin manje ta sin agbogloshi ayalo manje ne ko lo ajo ni ama ni jeru ko tekele Gbese manje ni ta sin no mo na je ni ai ko te disake Gbese manje no ni ga do tin ni manje e okunu pa ni atole ni ayika no chiko no ni akote ko bosa ko bujo ka je no o fe Gbese MANYE le di manje ni ojo me egbe di ni la kan ni ji pa wo manje atakele baba tulon fa ele ni olo papa ni ta sin adapa o fe apasho je egbe di ni ayi adefi o niji elu Gbese apasho je ko tekele papa nta sin atole mala isa ye aneje wo ku ijo moni che no atole ni pe member of alo echi adiapa wo ku mu ba ko tekele ebinu ta je ni ayi no maybe yese akani be ya hewo mi o chemi komete nga wa bi e ko machine Gbese Dzaase tinu o ta fe o fe wo ju o le ta ni o kan kasa profo Gbese Dzaase ji leji monitor Gbese manje ke mo ko mi yen ko je o MANYE alo jo MANYE be se no wo bi
ane nke pa ba ale ko ne hwe ko fo ko le tu o ko ne kata profo ye gbe na e
They are duly aware of that. They are created incumbent Gbese Manye. Now Ayikale, now Nobendi first. It's with aging syndrome, and that if any Gbese indigene is to be recommended, installed, and outdoor as the Arctic Gbese Manye, the accredited Gbese Dzaase membership must be consulted, endorsed, and approved for such candidates in a legitimate manner, and the due process carried out in order to avoid conflicts or misunderstanding, but not to resort to lawlessness or to the law of the jungle. Therefore, it was also indicated further that Na Ablade, Sukula Manye, deceived and misled the incumbent Gbese Manye, Na Ayikale, Na Nobendi first, to unknowingly and cunningly agree to permit these so-called rituals to be performed on Millicent Na Ayikale Okai, the Gbese NOYAA Manye, and at the same time the so-called acting Gbese Manye, who saw herself as Na Ayikale Na Okale Asamanye the first. It is therefore in this vein that the Gbese Dzaase has taken a serious view of the misconduct of Na Ablade, Sukula Manye, and others including Numo Okandi first, Kole Gulomo, Na Ayikale Na Nobendi first, the incumbent Gbese Manye, Bisma Doku Nete, aka Doku Mala, Tete Alimo, aka Ochami Alimo, Thomas Tayo Aboche, aka Party, and Ni Amaboche, for deception and gross disrespect to the Gbese too and the Gbese Dzaase entire membership. They failed to check with the accredited Gbese Dzaase kingmakers for a common approval and unanimous endorsement of Millicent Na Ayikale Okai as Gbese Manye Shonotalo or acting Gbese Manye with the name of Osamanye the first before a so-called confinement and installation. Number 6. The action and inaction of Na Ayikale Okai therefore demonstrates an act of disrespect, an indictment on the Gbese too and the accredited Gbese Dzaase membership, and that she deserves to be sanctioned and punitive or retaliatory measures taken against her. Number 7. The accredited Gbese Dzaase therefore wishes to restate and emphasize in no ambiguous term that with retroactive effects from 21st February 2022, Na Ayikale Adiaba the first, Gbese NOYAA Manye, and so-called acting Gbese Manye, to Gbese Manye Shonotalo, has been stripped naked without any malice or of a so-called dual capacity title, and that she should not, under any circumstance, parade herself as such. Otherwise, the accredited Gbese Dzaase shall take deterrent action on her by pursuing the case at a court of competent jurisdiction. 8. Secondly, Numo Okai the first, Kole Gulomo, Na Ayikale Na Nobendi first, Gbese Manye, Millicent Na Ayikale Okai, Gbese NOYAA Manye, Bisma Doku Nete, aka Doku Mala, Tete Alimo, aka Ochami Alimo, Thomas Tayo Aboche, aka Party, and Ni Amaboche are just ordinary persons at Gbese with no known capacity, and that they are neither members of the accredited Gbese Dzaase or the Gbese Dzaase kingmakers. Therefore, all the so-called rituals and that were performed have been declared vexatious, detestable, null and void, and that the necessary legal steps will be taken against them and their co-ops as a deterrent to serve as an eye-opener in order to deter other persons from embarking on this illegitimate footpath, so as to bring peace and tranquility to Gbese State vis-a-vis Gamashi. The accredited Gbese Dzaase keymakers know and only recognize Na Ayikale Na Noben the First as Gbese Manye, and even that she has no mandate or authority to select someone to act in a position or on her behalf without the consent or knowledge of the Gbese Dzaase keymakers. The kingship throne is not a bona fide property whatsoever, but for the Dzaases too and its people. Furthermore, Na Ayikale Na Noben, the incumbent Gbese Manye, should have interacted indoors with the Gbese Dzaase kingmakers, including Ni Ayibonte II, Gbese Manje, and Adontin of the Ghana state, for the decision on the Gbese Manye Cholontalo, that's acting position. Affairs for advice, guidance, and approval. 12. All those participants in the illegal process are not keymakers of the Gbese too, and cannot and never be part of keymakers of the Gbese kingship throne, and that all they have done are against traditional or customary practices and norms, and have been declared null and void, and that she cannot use unilateral or discretionary powers to do that, as it constitutes ultra vires. It is worth to know that the candidate or person, Na Ayikale Na Noben the First, the incumbent Gbese Manye, selected as the acting Gbese Manye, with the stool name Manye the First, known in private life as Millicent Na Ayikale Okai, the ex-Gbese NOYAA Manye, does not hail from Ni Tetankamawe, and that the actors or players in the installation and outdooring processes are not the accredited kingmakers of the Gbese too, and are even disqualified and forbidden to hold any kingship titles in Gbese. The Gbese Dzaase therefore wishes to re-echo that it has nullified and made voided all that has been done, and that the perpetrators will be brought to book and to face the court of competent jurisdiction, and to bring peace to the Gbese State. The Gbese Dzaase, therefore, sounding this warning to the general public and the world at large, not to deal or transact any business or relate in any uncivilized manner with the so-called Na Ayikale Adiagba the First, ex-Gbese NOYAA Manye, aka Millicent Na Ayikale Okai, and currently parading as the acting Gbese Manye with the name Manye the First. In another vein, the above mentioned ex-Gbese NOYAA Manye may style herself again as Na Ayikale Manye the First, acting Gbese Manye, or as the Gbese Manye Shonotalo. The general public should therefore be aware that the double capacity title she is claiming for have been buried in the mud, and that she has no locus in any manner whatsoever, and that all recognitions, protocols, courtesies, and privileges by traditional authority have been withdrawn with immediate effect. The general public is therefore to note that she is declared persona non grata in the Gbese chieftaincy throne, and as well as the Royal Court of Gbese, and that she has no locus standing. With reference to the aforementioned or a kinship title, MANYE the First and Gbese NOYAA MANYE have been withdrawn with retroactive effects from 21st February 2022. And at the same time, the two titles have been stripped from her, and that she cannot parade as a royal again for and on behalf of the Gbeses too, under any circumstance whatsoever. Long live Gbese Dzaase, long live Gbese, long live Gamashi, long live Ghana. Thank you. If you get what Chairman, what we hear, maybe why we were, I'm going what you want me, a gun. Anyone you hear, few wagger. Gbese Dzaase, Gbese Dzaase, in care, ake. Gbese MANYE shono talona awole. Usu efena me fie. What flow? No he wo wo mi. Ineke Gbese MANYE shono talona nuchumone. I'm here 8 Friday so 18th and Saturday 19th February 2022. Lele mon wo you worry eko again ake lele nutumo na ko sun no fe na metumo he wo wo mi wo no fe ano ite no wole ake Gbese MANYE MANYE the first olile private life mi aka chole na ayikanle okan ni nege na ayikanle okan be ko ni wo awole NOYAA MANYE de Gbese na halegbe na ayikanle adiapa the second the first Gbese MANYE, the NOYAA MANYE. Gbese Dzaase, Gbese Dzaase entane kiake. Ellen, Gbese MANYE ni ewu Gbese MANYE shono talo. Ellen eda ena fisa ni kelele eta oni ewu moku Gbese keta ishono. Ellen je le tuyi pe metole Dzaase Gbese Dzaase tole no shwe eyan ke echi ebenko Dzaase again tumuna wasusu be ha gbadiano to papa tinoko na gamba noko na gamba ya jeme no if you are going to money, if you are if you need more, Gbese no yo mla be bie hwe wo ye mla ye gbese wo ye mla lenche ye gbese no manye lenche ifi aga nuchumo na echu nuchumo akwa ni wona wole aka lelen egmo na echu na manye ko ni atole na ablade ni sukula manye le ni ifi aga balaka o manye wo na ke gbomo dalebe no le balaka le ni echu na ke nuchumo la kanu chumo ne ye Gbese no na ke manye o kele pasasi ni echenchon le un o kele ba chon mla papa no ye Gbese ne manye ne eba ga no tumo ne ni atu ne je ko metu eke me ko me ye Gbese atu na ga no tumo gogo tumo ko le wulo mo no mo o kind the first na ayi kan le na no ben the first da kumen Gbese Manye Bismarck doku neti eke doku malam tete alimu eke ochami alimu Thomas tayo abotwe eke party ani amabotwe efi agagbeme na efi fitaye na melaka Manye ne efi aga nutu na metu efi tumoni gbeme na amebu Gbese sen ni Dzaase lente amebu le ni jebe no minta maka gbeke ne gbeme ne lele ameje Gbese ameje Gbese mu chi lo moyeli ame bebi na me fita Gbese Dzaase kimbi keze no ame fe wo ka me passage ni echenchon woni yue kan abla na ablade amehu oba kwe ogo ba chon blano ye Gbese na me lage mla ye Gbese na ayikale okan ne no wole lage NOYAA Gbese NOYAA Manye ne efe ma gele hu egebule ha sen Dzaase me le won yo na ga be me wole ye Dzaase Gbese ake NOYAA Manye o ke lele no kokokro tai ano ye Gbese ele sago fi sago chi o beko me ni wo na susun o ke Manye po enye fi na kan bo nu wo ke bo yo Gbese sago chi o beko na susun o ti no go na ga ba wo e fi aga nu to ni e fi ne to aga bu sen ke Gbese Dzaase e fe no Gbese Dzaase en town e ke effective 21st February 2022 effective February 2022 aga Gbese NOYAA Manye ne ni le no e cho ya ge osamanye the first okpla e mama fin ye oji mama fin ye kelele e anush c'est le va parade age numojile Gbese e bi age le un o ba kwe ke mlano no ba cho mlano ngo kala yi no bonin cho yen ke Nage gbemene fe na me fita ina to. Gbese manye so no talo ne. Je make me cry gbese. Je make me cry. Me be capacity. Brofo ba ka me be capacity go gbese. Na me fita Dzaase. Gbese Dzaase ki me kese. Me fita cry. Agano you age no wo if you age kusun fe Gbese Dzaase you age kusun fe na fi ke ale if you age wo flo fe mi ke e ba yen o ba ko ke mlanu ka ma chon o ka mo chon mlanu na me la ke Gbese e o ke mla chon ni e Gbese e bi ene. Gbese Dzaase eta ke ko wa ke na ayi kan le na no 21st na Gbese manye wo Gbese Dzaase wo le la ke Gbese manye shi e benda ka e wale de ke tun na ka no tun won le tun e wo Gbese manye so no talo e beda kan wale wo le ake Gbese manye shi na kan wale e be na kan wale e ba tu na kan tu won ta ni le ake Gbese manye position e yo ake personal property na kan gbena je jampadi ni eke ewoku mimini ti Gbese stuwe ke Gbese mambi ano eje meno Gbese Dzaase ko ete yu ake lele Gbese manye tuwa noko ne le fe ne esake chukun e chi e banko Gbese Dzaase ni wo manche la wo ye Gbese ni ayi bonte de seke Gbese manche adontin of the Ghana state esake chi e banko dani asusu ne Gbese NOYAA Gbese manye so no talo no yi yenye efe no gunaka on tao Gbese Dzaase yu akele nwa ge be me ne fe na me wa na fi onu tumo ne sa ne ame fita Gbese Dzaase na me fita no moyili Gbese no ni bi ni na me fi e fi age ko so ayemu ni boni wo ton wo yue e to yin ake lele gbongule wo e wo wu mi Gbese Dzaase le un ta yue ko we gbe ne yue ake na yi kan le na no ben on dit que wule que taille sur no di Gbese manye sur no talo lele na yi kan le okan o di egbe eje ni tetankama we eje hia eje tetankama we ni tetankama we alo ukanja gbeken we eje na kan hia kanu kuna kan ba ya no esake ni wo mu te kete so no esake mo haje ye ni leje ti tetankama ni tetankama we Gbese Dzaase eta eke epo ake nchona nchon oye wowo no ogule meni tuna ga no tumone eche nchon wala ba o ka ba chon mblano ye Gbese oni ani ejole aba Gbese ewo no Gbese Dzaase eta ke mambi fin ake Gbese bi ke kamashi ke mambi fin ake ke jele mi bi fin ake na ex na ayi kan le adi agbadi first Gbese Dzaase ekule mama fin ye ni wo kele tun no ku Gbese don no wo mbo fian mokoko ageshi Millicent na ayi kan le o kan bi anaje royal ni Gbese don no mokomoko kala kashina ye no ku e Gbese Agajeme no onta mambi fin ale ake Millicent na ayi kan le o kan le yen dual capacity as before as Gbese NOYAA MANYE ke o sam MANYE the first ake Gbese MANYE so no talo if you can dual capacity if you can work pull fin ye whatsoever ni you are courtesies the privileges kuni na traditional meaning na gani bi efen o ji efen eviaga no ewo Millicent na ayi kan le o kan Gbese Dzaase te yuage bi ane pete saint yedon Gbese ya ana le de ya fi no ku Gbese gba mi no anu o kele ba chombla no o kele ba yi to moni chonyen ke le monde yo Gbese okay what pull of here the date effective date the 21st February 2022 on back date le yenye eka dumochi ke Gbese no program ombi wala ke Gbese Dzaase wala ni seke ke Gbese wala ni seke ke gamashi wala ni seke ke gamashi fin Ghana fin you are don Jamaica
yo gamone yo kanga bako ni pa no wa ta twa no ne chenye yo kan mo yemi enumo ya yo kanga bako ni enu ni Gbese Dzaase ke ne Dzaase ke trashi o no ne chenye yo mo ne ke ba wiye no ne ye wa don bona ma be na e mo ke no ni am ni ni e no me ka mo ye ni e o ye wa don ye ka le bo